the Public Servants Association says it's willing to return to the negotiating table with the government following a deadlock over wage increases. Now, the talks stalled after government proposed a 0% increase in salaries. For more on this, I am joined now by the acting PSA General Manager, Ruben Maliga. Ruben, good to have you with us tonight. So, we saw the minister appealing to members of society to come up with ideas. He seems to be fresh out of ideas. Have you got some new ones?
Yeah, no, thank you, Thabo, and the viewers of News Africa. I think it's very disappointing to see the minister, after a very long time, I think it's over a year, that even the leaders of trade unions have never had opportunity to meet the minister and have some discussion with him around the negotiations. But strangely so, he felt he deemed it fit to go and request inputs from the public. And we know that this is just a ploy to try and get sympathy from the public on the current negotiations. And also what is surprising, Thabo, is that the same minister, when he does what he favors more, he doesn't even think of the public. He recently made an announcement that he's going to send public servants at the cost of taxpayers to China and to learn about governance. While in South Africa we've got good institutions and universities, private sector, that actually can assist with governance, but he chose to spend money and send public servants to China. And also, on top of that, we get the Minister of Water and Sanitation getting Cubans engineers to come into the country, while we also have engineers that we have retained through OSD, Operational Dispensation, ready, capable to deliver the services, but felt that they need to spend more money to get Cubans to come into the country. All these things, we can conclude that it looks like we have ministers who are more, looking into political mileage than actually serving the public and ensuring that public servants continue to serve the public and deliver to the mandate of the country.
What is wrong about, I suppose, soliciting ideas from the public? I mean, does it not enrich the process and make for better ideas?
Yes, of course. I mean, you go to the public with intentions and also with respect that you have given the unions. Because we believe that if he had the respect of us as the unions, he would have consulted with the leadership. Because this issue of negotiations is in a deadlock mode with the negotiators that have gone through many of days without getting any satisfaction in terms of what the employer gave, which is 0%. And also the minister never bothered to even at least make an effort to meet the leadership of unions before he made this public stand. And we believe that this is nothing else than a public stand, and I'm sure he's trying to get the public sympathy, and the same actual government trying to say that, no, this is the elections year. They want to be seen as if they are consulting government to the public. And one can understand that, if this was genuine, the past years when there was, a frenzy on, looting of the public coffers through many tenders that were ongoing, they never even thought of consulting the public. So we take this public participation or public request for input as just a public stand and also trying to fool the public. The public is not going to fall into that trap because they know for the past 27 years, this has never happened. We know why he's trying this trick, and it's not going to work.
Now, of course, South Africa cannot afford a strike at this particular point. And the point that the minister is saying he's trying to make here is let's sit around the table and listen to one another and resolve whatever problems that we have. You're saying you're willing to go back to that table. What are you going back with? Are you still calling for 4% increase, CPI plus 4%?
Look, negotiations is give and take. We are not steadfast on our opening demand of CPI plus 4%. we are willing to negotiate, because in negotiations you've got an opening demand, and you're through the negotiations when there's the understanding from the other party, in this case the state as employer, also willing to give us something that we can consider, that negotiations can go smoothly. We know that the same government at the local government level, where other unions are now also negotiating, they already gave them an opening offer of 2.8%. But the same government, strangely, in the public service, where at the provincial and national, where we are negotiating currently, they're giving us zero. So you can just understand that it's just doesn't make sense. You can't plead poverty and say we don't have any money as government, but the same government at another level, which is the local government, they offer 2.8%, not forgetting that even last year when they refused to implement our salary resolution that is currently going to be heard by the Constitutional Court on the 20th of August, the same year, they also offered a salary increase to the local government. So what do they say about the other spheres of government, which is the provincial and national? Are they saying that they are not part of the public service, or they're just undermining us as the trade unions in this level? Because the other ones at the local government, they've got an opening offer which is reasonable at 2.8%.
Now, where are you then in this particular process? Initially, you said you're finalizing declaring a dispute after the deadlock of last week, Friday. Have you finalized that process? Are you in a conciliation process right now? Where exactly are you?
Today, all other unions in the PSCBC, all of us, the unions in the PSCBC, we have completed the application for conciliation. It will be processed tomorrow morning. We believe that once it's processed, the PSCBC will schedule a conciliation within a week or two. And we believe that through the conciliation process, the employer would have to come to the party, because if they fail to come to the party, the next ultimate, which is something that we really want to avoid, is that we'll get a certificate and we'll give them a 7 days notice, and the public service will be shut down. You'll not get any service in the Home Affairs. That if you plan.
Oh, sorry, Ruben. I think we've lost you. We've lost you there. Let's see if that connection is better. You're saying if the conciliation process does not yield results, what is left for you? All right, we're going to have to leave it there for today. The acting PSA General Manager, Ruben Malika, unfortunately, that technology letting us down. Meanwhile,